Hello, welcome to another virtual video tour. Today we're in the town of Lopburi at the site of Wat Nakhon Kosa. Now this particular site is rather interesting because we have three different styles of architecture from three different historical eras. So let's start with the oldest one and the largest one. That's the largest structure back here. Okay. So what we have here is Varavati era stupa or chedi, and I'm going to walk all the way around it as I talk about. No, this chedi looks a lot like one that we've seen in Utong. Okay, it's constructed out of red brick, as was common for religious structures from the Varavati era. Let's get up close and take a look at those red bricks. There you go. Okay, and you can imagine that in the past it would have been covered in stucco, and there would have been images of animals from folklore and from Buddhist and Hindu mythology probably surrounding this this monument, this giant chedi here, and it is quite large. Okay, the base has four corners, although it's hard to tell, but the chedi could have been a circular shape or it may have had four sides. It may have been a rectangular shape. Okay, so again, the base is definitely rectangular or square shape with some cutaways here in the corners. Right, you can imagine that sometime in the past this chedi would have been quite spectacular, quite a sight to behold. Okay, now over here we've got some Buddha images as well as some yoni from the Khmer period, I believe, made from sandstone. You can see got the Buddha's feet here on top of the yoni, so representing two different religions in one here. Of course, they wouldn't have been made that way initially. Somebody has placed the Buddha's feet inside the yoni for convenience sake, just to store them somewhere, I suppose. You can see the Buddha in the posture of calling the earth to witness his enlightenment here. And a couple standing Buddha statues as well. Alright, so as I said, this compound has architectural examples from three different historic periods. First one, sorry, I put my finger in front of the camera there. The first one being Varavati, and we've seen the Varavati stupa already, and we're still looking at it right now. And as we turn the corner here, you can see the architecture from the second stylistic period, the Khmer architecture here. We've got a Khmer prong. Now, much like this Varavati stupa, the Khmer prong was constructed from red brick. And although it was constructed during the Khmer period, or the Lavo period, the Lavapura period, whatever you want to call it, it was reconstructed during the reign of King Narai the Great, who of course was king during the Ayutthaya period. So during the Ayutthaya period, they would have reconstructed this Khmer era prong, and a lot of it is even more modern than Ayutthaya period. As you can see, some of these bricks have the year looks like 2530 stamped on them, so it's reconstructed again in the modern era. You can see the bricks here are much older than the bricks down here with the date stamped on them from just 30 years ago. There's a laterite base, which is common during the Khmer period. Of course, the Khmers did prefer to construct their religious monuments from sandstone and laterite, but some of their monuments were also constructed from red brick. Certainly many simple prong were made from red brick. Now the stucco that's left on this prong is from the Ayutthaya period, possibly later. I'm assuming the Ayutthaya period Got some Ayutthaya style standing Buddhas there. So when this prong was reconstructed, it was some architectural features or artistic features from the Ayutthaya era were added to it to sort of modernize or update it. And again, you can see some stucco left on the side there. And we've got another standing Buddha image here from the Sukhothai period. I'm sorry, from the Ayutthaya period. All right. Now, if you look over here, we have another building which was constructed during the reign of King Narai, King Narai the Great, during the Ayutthaya period. So later than this Khmer Prong, we constructed this building, much later than the Varavati era stupa that we see behind this building. Although we do see some images here that are likely from the Lopburi or Khmer period. All right, got the feet of a standing Buddha left over here. A couple seated Buddhas over here. One of them looks like seated on the Naga, so at one point it would have had the 7 heads and the hood of the Naga behind it, but is in ruins here today, right now. If we look around this compound a little bit more, we can see some remnants of sandstone, which was the preferred building material of the Khmer people. So we have some sandstone right here. It's probably recycled during the Ayutthaya period and used in the construction of the Ayutthaya era buildings as well. But it likely comes from the, here's some more, Khmer period. Okay, again, let's get another view of the Varavati era Chedi, or stupa, the Sukhothai era building here, and the Khmer era prong. 3 different stylistic or architectural examples from 3 different historical periods, all on one compound in one place. Quite interesting. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.